Hello, welcome to Ty and Dan's Fantastical Sports Talk Show. All right, so today we'll be talking about the NBA playoffs, and we're going to start with the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay, so currently the Boston Celtics are up on the Cleveland Cavaliers 2-0, which me being a Cavs fan is a great look.
I mean, the Celtics are playing without their sophomore forward, Gordon Hayward, who was injured early in the season.
And they're also missing Kyrie Irving, my favorite player, and Gordon Hayward, but that's all how it happens. These things happen.
I mean, but hey, the Celtics are surprisingly handling the Cavaliers very well. I mean, they're up 2-0, but I mean, this is kind of past. Now they're kind of let them coming back in.
Yeah.
Tying the series 2-2.
Yeah.
But the Celtics are looking pretty good. They lost last night, but it wasn't by a huge margin.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do predict that when the Celtics go back to TD Garden, that they'll come out on top in the series.
See, the Celtics are 2-0 at home, and they've over the whole playoffs, Celtics haven't won a game on the road. So I think that's just because they're somewhat a young team. So I think that's the reason why they're not doing so well. So when they get back home, TD Garden, that's a dub. And then they're going to go back, probably lose, and then win in 7. That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, as of right now, LeBron James, he's looking super determined to pull the series off to go back to the finals.
See, that's the problem. They got to stop the role players. LeBron can't score all the points. So if I was the coach, I'd have to run it like LeBron. He can get his little 40-point game. That's kind of big. His 40-point game, and then the role players can get 5.
Just pitch in.
Yeah, they'll pitch in, and then the Celtics will hopefully score more, and then they'll just get the dub. That's how I see it going.
Yeah, I mean, I agree to that, and I mean, I think the Celtics being a young squad and them being actually have to play as a unit because they don't have star players to score through. I think that's going to give them the edge, seeing how now they have to figure out who's going to be good that certain game.
Mm-hmm.
But going into that, I mean, I just think that the Celtics are going to win in 7.
I agree. Celtics in 7.
All right, well, now we're going to head over to the Western Conference Finals where the Houston Rockets, led by James Harden, who's currently in the MVP talk, and point guard Chris Paul, who was signed this offseason, are taking on the Golden State Warriors. And they're led by just a couple big names. You might have heard of them. Kevin Durant,
Snake, definitely Snake. Kevin Durant, Snake. Okay, Snake.
I mean, and probably debatably one of the best 3-point shooters to ever play the game, Steph Curry.
Hey, we can't forget about Klay Thompson or Draymond Green.
Draymond Green looks like Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah, but he's like the heart of the team. Honestly, without Draymond, this is my opinion. Honestly, without Draymond, the Warriors aren't that good because he does everything. He gets defensive triple doubles. No one does that.
But I mean, Draymond also kicks people in the balls, bro.
Yeah, but
that's not a good look.
But sometimes your foot just gets up there and you just.
But you see, he doesn't do it on accident though. He definitely does it on purpose.
See, they don't call it. You can get away with it.
They do call it though.
It's not consistent calls.
It's not consistent.
He can get away from those calls. Let's say it like this: if he can get away from those type of calls, getting flagrants, technicals, all that, and stay healthy, stay in the game, Draymond is the heart of the Warriors. He's their entire personality.
Yeah, I mean, away from all that, I mean, this matchup between the Rockets and Warriors is debatably one of the best offensive matchups in NBA history. I mean, it's the past games they've played, it's there really isn't much defense, just who can outscore the other person.
I agree with
and
that.
Who came to shoot. Because I mean, the last game they played, the other team got blown out by 40.
That's true. I wanted this series to be really competitive, which is I don't think it's end up being. I think it's going to be whoever has home court is going to blow the other team out, and it's just going to go back and forth until maybe Game 7. And in Game 7, I can't see that happening with the Rockets because James Harden he falls to pressure. He falls under pressure. He has the most turnovers in a game in the playoffs ever in history. It happened.
Yeah, I mean, it just so far it hasn't been super competitive. Each team has just been kind of oh yeah, here's another 3-pointer, or oh yeah, let's just keep chucking up shots. It's there's not much defense. It's just let's see who can outshoot the other team.
I agree with that. I just think about how could. Just personally me, I don't shoot threes, but it's crazy how many threes these teams like can both hit. Like James Harden and Chris Paul will have like 17 threes just by each other in the
Yeah.
NBA. Like some of the hardest defenders. I just think that's ridiculous.
But yeah, then there's the Golden State Warriors who are literally like, if you play for the Warriors, you have to be able to have
Yeah.
some like 3-point shooting ability, unless you're JaVale McGee or Zaza Pachulia.
Maybe.
Like unless you're a big man on the Warriors, like you have to be able to have like a 3-point.
I agree with
It
that.
seems.
Mhm.
But anyway, now we're just gonna predict the NBA Finals. So I'm predicting that the Celtics are gonna win in 7, and then the Warriors are gonna beat the Rockets in 6. So then I think it's gonna be the Warriors and Celtics, and I think the Warriors are gonna beat the Celtics in 4.
See, I'm gonna have to change my pick a little bit. My pick originally was the Celtics versus the Warriors, but I feel like seeing how LeBron's heating up a little bit, and the Celtics are kind of a new team. I think the Cavs are gonna beat them in 7, and then the Warriors are gonna beat the Rockets in 6, because I just feel like no one can guard Kevin Durant on the Warriors. And then when the Warriors play the Cavs, they're gonna beat them in 5 because LeBron has no help, and even the Celtics won't be able to guard the role players. Like I think that's how it should be played. But the Warriors for sure could. They have everybody to do it. So I feel like it'll just be an easy finals. I mean, it won't be that interesting, and it won't like entertainment wise, it won't be that dope. But the Warriors will win in 5.
Actually, now that you say that, I think I'm going to change my pick. I think that the Cavs are going to actually be in the finals against the Warriors because, I mean, if you think about it, the Celtics are missing their 2 best players. And, I mean, from the offseason and the beginning of the season, like, the Cavs aren't really missing anyone besides, Isaiah Thomas,
Yeah.
who they traded and then got, George Hill.
Mm.
Isaiah Thomas, yeah, like, definitely not the biggest guy in the NBA, but, I mean, he's still a scoring and, like, a true passing point guard, whereas George Hill, who's now their starting point guard, is just more of like a role player. Like he's just kind of feeding the ball to either Kevin Love or LeBron and just letting them do whatever.
I agree with that. I see what you're saying. I understand.
But yeah, so that's all the time we have for today, and thank you for tuning in to Ty and Dan's Fantastical Sports Talk Show. Bye.
Bye.